Okay, your name is Bhubaneswari, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Bhubaneswari, how are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. What about you, ma'am?
I'm also doing great. Thanks for asking.
Yes, ma'am.
And would you like to introduce yourself? Because we are
Yes, ma'am.
meeting for the very first time.
Yes, ma'am. So my name is Bhuvaneshwari. So I'm currently staying in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and
Okay.
I'm also work with educational institution. And yeah, I'm learning this English language for the past 8 months. So I'm doing listening and also watching podcast and also reading some fiction books, ma'am, to improve my English. And recently, I have started this video conversation to improve my English fluency.
Oh, that's lovely. And how many this type of the video call you have right now?
Uh, I think I had eight before, ma'am. Eight conversation.
Okay, conversation. Maybe you are feeling right now confident and nervousness. Maybe fade away right now.
No, not yet, but slowly.
Okay, that's great. And it's a really wonderful uh, introduction.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
how do you usually practice English in your daily life?
Mm. So I did not I don't you I don't speak much, mom. Actually, speaking practice I was not doing much before. Um, Now I converse with ChatGPT AI, mom, because I don't have any real person to have a conversation with. But in my workplace, everybody talks because I afraid like if I make mistake, what will they think? So I think like that. So that's why I don't practice. So
Oh,
I thought like after getting fluency, maybe we will talk to them. So before that, we will talk with Chat GPT. So to practice our fluency, to improve my fluency. But I do reading and listening more, ma'am, during my
okay.
free
Reading
time.
and listening. Do you also shadowing the speaker also?
No, mom. Yes, like rarely I do, mom. When I bored with this listening, so when I'm not interested, like when I listen a lot, after sometimes I feel bored. So sometimes I'll
Mhm.
switch to I'll do this shadowing practice. Like I watch cartoon, I'll repeat whatever this what the character says.
Oh, that's also lovely. And do you practice with yourself, like mirror practice or talk to yourself also? Do you also do this one?
Not daily, mom. Occasionally I do, mom.
Okay, occasionally you do. Okay, as you are from Chennai, and what do you like the most about Chennai?
About Chennai,
Right.
I don't go anywhere, mom, but we can there are many things are there we can easily access here, like there are many shops and which, I'll go to my native, but there only few houses are there and only one shop. So here I there are many things I can get whatever I want, like in terms of like in case of studies I don't have to travel a long
Okay.
distance.
Okay, like how many famous place in South India, like in your state also maybe so many famous place. Maybe you have never visited, but maybe you know those places. Can you share with me the name of those places that are so famous in your state?
Yes. So starting with Chennai, so many aware of this Marina Beach, mom. So many talk about like while having
Right.
conversation with many people, many said about this Marina Beach. So Marina,
Right.
I went to Marina Beach, mom, during my school days. Like
Okay.
so I went and about
Did you enjoy that time?
Tanjavur temple is there, mom. It is one of the oldest temple, and about
Punjapur.
Tanjavur temple,
Okay.
Pragadishwara temple.
Okay. Okay. There is also Rameshwar temple
Yes,
also.
yes, yes, mom.
Have you ever
Rameshwaram
visited?
temple. No, I never visited that.
Okay. And like which place do you want to visit in your state that you have never visited? Is there any in your bucket list that you want to visit?
Uh, I want to visit Pragadishwara temple, ma'am, because I never been there. I never visited
Okay.
because it is one of the oldest temple, and I also studied about this in books. So that's
Okay.
why I want to visit that, and I also want to go to Ooty, Nilgiris.
Okay. Okay. And how long it is from your native place?
It's very long, ma'am. I think it will take more time. I don't know how long. Maybe one day because the place where the Pagadishwara temple is located is very far away.
Okay, okay. That's great.
Maybe
Like,
train it will take less time, mom. But if I go by bus, means it will take more 6 hours or 7 hours.
okay, 6 or 7 hours. Yeah, it's so long distance from your native place. Okay. And have you ever visited any state apart
No,
from
mom.
your state?
No, mom. Never visited any state.
Is there any in your bucket list that you want to visit?
Um, I want to visit North India, mom. Kashmir, so Delhi, Agra, so such.
India. Okay. Can you, like, you are practicing your spoken English with me, and
Yes,
can
ma'am.
you share your daily routine or what did you do today from morning since now, like since morning till now? Can you explain a little bit so that you can also practice your spoken English and
Yes, ma'am.
can you share?
Like while traveling, I listen any audiobooks, mom. Like I search any audiobooks. So anything with simple English, I'll just started listening it because if I listen complicated means I'll not be interested in listening. So I'll focus on watching the like
Okay.
I'll my focus distracts, mom. So
Right.
I I search some simple audiobooks and I listen that. And today I listened Peppa Pig, this cartoon, because I searched, but I was not interested because um, those audiobooks are little complicated. So
Right.
I watched Peppa Pig cartoon, mom. So I listened that while traveling, mom. So from my home to the workplace, I have to travel 1 hour. 1 hour 30 minutes it will take, mom, including the walking. So from
Okay. Okay. Like 1.5 hours it takes from your place to your like
workplace.
office where you go. Okay. Okay. That's great. Yeah, it's also a good way that if you get interested in any video that is in English, it also really helps you to get, sentence structures, a new vocabulary also. And it's really a nice way to watch cartoon because they, children cartoon are like, they use very simple language also.
Yes, mom.
And whenever
Yes,
you listen and watch them, you can also understand as well as you get some entertainment from those
yes,
cartoons. So while getting entertainment, and you also practice your spoken English.
actually, I
And you
don't
can
watch
also
cartoons, mom. I only listen what they say because
okay, you only listen. Okay,
I only
okay.
listen that, mom. So so that simple words I can able to how their sentence structures are like, so I can understand that. So that's why I listen the cartoons, mom.
Yeah, if you regularly watch those cartoon or any particular channel or you are listening, it really help you after some time. You can get to them, easily understand. You can also use those sentence in your conversation. Your mind always gives those sentence structure while when you have any conversation with anyone. So it's also a nice way that you are doing. That's great. And how many languages actually do you know apart from English?
I only know Tamil, mom, and English. English I studied from my school days, but was one subject. Everything I studied in
Yeah.
my native language. One subject I studied. After that, I was lacking in communication as well as many things I was not aware of about English. So I started learning this grammar, and slowly, like I felt bored. I felt boring because grammar is little complicated for me in the beginning
Yeah.
because I don't understand anything, how to use it, where to use it, so how it
Okay.
works. So after that,
Okay.
I watched this
I can,
conversation.
yeah, I can understand your problem. You don't need to, jump on grammar at your initial stage. Like you are learning right now spoken English. You just try to listen more and more. And when over a period of time, automatically know where you have to use subject to verb agreement. You also know how to use sentence structure, and after like when you know how to say some words or some sentence in English, and you can I never jump into grammar first. I just start with listening, and then I try to read also, and I try to converse with people like you, with the YouTubers, and I never ever go to the grammar part. I learn easily while listening only and watching some English content. Yeah. But right now, I am confident also. I'm also making mistake while focus on the grammar part. But at the initial stage, I never focus on grammar part. So you don't need to focus on the grammar part at initial because it really, make you stagnant your,
It's confusing,
growth
bro.
in speaking. Yeah,
Because
you can puzzle.
yes, if I start with grammar means I have to learn that for long time. It takes long time to improve my English because I have to understand where to use this grammar, and they know because the person who's explaining I watch YouTube channel, no? But I can understand what they say, but in practical I don't know how to use those. I am confused, so I make mistake while applying it in the conversational. So that's why I start watching this grammar, mom, and I started watching these conversational videos, and so there I can understand the sentences, so I can use those sentences in my speaking practice.
Okay. But you just try to listen more and more content that you like and try to speak with video call, or maybe you also use some audio app also where you can connect with co-learner, those who are also learning this language via audio call. And there is no one who will judge you on those apps. So you can choose audio call and connect with, female partner also, where you can practice your spoken English. And anytime, anywhere you can use. Do you ever
I
practice?
been using this Ace Fluency, mom.
Yeah,
After
A2
3 months I have started, and 1 month I
Okay.
tried using that. Like they give the trial period for 1 month, mom. And I
Okay.
used that trial period. After that, it asked for subscription. I stopped using it, and after that, I started having conversation with ChatGPT.
Okay. Yeah, ChatGPT is also very nice. But when you get into any real conversation, it's totally different. Like you can also use CV app. There is 30 minutes, free of cost. You can use anytime,
Mom, but
anywhere. But you provide only
CV app
30
is
minutes a day.
asking. But I tried downloading that, mom. But it asks for premium subscription. Even I have to pay 3 days. I have to pay some amount for 3 days trial, mom. There's no free
Okay,
plan.
they now change the rule of. But
Yes,
when
mom.
I started like my journey, I also used this app. And that time it's free of cost for half an hour. Then I took 3 months subscription because I only connect with the female member because most of the female are very genuine to practice their spoken English, and so that's why I have taken subscription for 3 months, and I also practice on CV app sometimes. Yeah, so it's a really nice app because there is no one who will judge you. You can speak as more as you can, and you get a chance to speak with the real person. You get a chance to get, a real life conversation. So it's a different experience also.
Maybe I will try that.
Yeah, you can try. You can also talk with yourself. You can take any topic and just, speak, pretend as you are two personality. One is asking and one is answering at the same time. I also did the same practices like mirror practices, talk to myself, or shadowing practice. Right now, I am doing shadowing listening right now because I am not getting interest in reading right now. I'm
Yes,
just
mom.
trying to listen podcast, maybe sometime conversation video. There is Sunita Rawat uh, and Rajni Verma also. There is a channel. There's so
Yes,
many
mom.
channels. Sometimes I also listen conversation video, but right now I'm focusing on more topic based conversation. Like maybe sometime I listen podcast or any storytelling. Maybe I also listen audiobooks that will help
Mom,
me to.
Mom, is there any specific podcast which I can use for? Because I don't know which one to watch. I randomly watch podcast. No, I search podcast. Whatever comes, I'll just listen it. Whichever goes after 30 minutes or longer videos, I listen those podcasts. No. But I don't know any specific person. So whose podcast I can listen? Is there anything?
But I just listen. There is a podcast Jay Shetty.
Yes, ma'am.
Jay Shetty. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And he also invite good personality on his podcast, maybe some psychologist, doctor, actors, and his accent maybe American accent. So if you can understand native speaker, then you can try this one also, because I only listen because I want to get some knowledge on some topics, so that's why I'm listening.
Mhm.
At initially, you maybe get difficulty to understand what they are saying because the accent is totally different. It's not Indian accent. It's American accent. You can understand when you listen. So some conversation you can try. Whatever you like, you can try. But the speaker should be very fluent and very knowledgeable also. So
Like, during your beginning stage, mom, you said you also learned English. So during your beginning, like beginner stage or beginner to the intermediate, so
right.
what you have done, mom, to improve that to the intermediate level? Like you have, what are the things you have done to improve your English?
Okay, when I start my YouTube channel, like in February, before
Yes, ma'am.
that, like 2 months, like maybe 2024 December, I just start with listening, watching English content. That is very, you know, very like conversation video. I started with listening or watching Rajni Verma. She also provide or upload some conversation video. I started with listening and there's so many podcasts are also they provide conversation video, but it's a there is no one you can only listen them. But I also try that also and try to listen one video at least for 1 week. I always
The same
listen.
video, I have to repeat watching it again for 1 week.
Yeah, because if you are watching the same content again and again, like for 1 week, it's very useful for you. You can retain those sentences or the words in your mind. Whenever you want to use them, you can easily recall them. So I did this practice for 2 or 3 months, but right now I'm just try to listen. Maybe sometime if I didn't get the person what they are saying, then I try to repeat. But if I'm able to understand what they are saying, then I again, change the other video. But sometimes I also, write down some vocabulary what they are using. Sometimes I also write down some phrases that I can use in my own conversation right now. But at the initial stage, I just try to start with listening only.
Okay.
Listen more and more, then I start with reading because there are so many people who suggest you should also start with reading, writing also. But writing is not my cup of tea. I started with writing also for 1 month. Then I just, what we say, remove this part of writing. And then I just try with reading and listening, shadowing also. And shadowing I always, when I started my journey with listening, shadowing the speaker. Like I really like the Priyanka Chopra most. And I always try to repeat the word what she is using in her speaking. And I always try to shadowing her. So it's really helpful for me. Whenever I watch her video, I try to listen more and again her video, so it's really helpful for me for in my journey of spoken English. So I start with listening and
Mom,
writing.
while doing the shadowing practice, do we have to mimic their voice or we have to pause the video after the sentence? We have to pause the video and repeat that sentence, mom? Because I confuse
Like
that.
when yeah, I am just saying that like when I start with shadowing, I just try to like I only watch like 15 minutes video. Then I try to repeat after them. Like if I watch any video for like 15 seconds or 1 minute or 30 seconds, then I try to repeat that. But right now, I'm just trying to speak with the speaker. When they speak, I also start with speaking with them, like shadowing after them, like their shadow. If they are speaking like, what kind of movie or the show do you want? Do you like to watch? Then I also speak at the same time when the speaker is speaking
Okay.
right now. Yeah, because I have practiced so much for last 6 months. I'm practicing shadowing, so I can easily grasp the person what they are saying. Like I can speak with them also. So it's
Okay.
so easy for me because